Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Super Ninja Austin here with the latest edition of the SNA podcast, episode 68. And then usually you would probably expect me to be on later on tonight, but like we all know that AEW Dynamite came on last night, going head to head with NXT, and it was a Tuesday Night War because tonight we're going to see on TBS there's going to be plenty of MLB playoffs for the World Series. World Series playoff game is going to be on all day today. So there was impossible for them to pick this day particular to be the book any time of today. So that's what I did yesterday. Make sure you check out my SNA podcast of the Tuesday Night War edition of both NXT and AEW's Title Tuesday special edition of Dynamite. But yeah, but today this is gonna be the rarest wrestling. This is the rarest time that I'm gonna do a wrestling news video on a Wednesday. Yeah, this is the wrestling news video part 14, which we're gonna talk about more of the latest wrestling news and rumors you need to know on the article of sports or what's called not Sportskeeda. That's tomorrow. What's called sports. Ringside News. Yeah, that's what it is. Ringside News. This will be the first time I'm gonna do a back-to-back 2 days in a row of wrestling news videos. And we're gonna start off for today's video. It's a Logan Paul news now is some Logan Paul news. Logan Paul is set the record straight about his WWE status after Dylan Dennis fight. And it says right here, Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis are scheduled to fight on October 14th in Manchester. The match has been built up in a highly disturbing and controversial manner. But the show must go on. That said, Logan Paul has now confirmed his WWE status after the Dylan Dennis fight. It says right here, the Maverick has had solid matches with the likes of The Miz, Roman Reigns, and most recently Ricochet. Logan Paul has continued to prove his naysayers wrong with his solid in-ring skill. That said, Logan Paul hasn't been seen on WWE television since his match against Ricochet at the WWE SummerSlam Premium Live event. And it says, while speaking to Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated, Logan Paul revealed that he plans on returning to professional wrestling as soon as his match with Dylan Dennis is over this week. He said, I get a whole hit list of people I want to wrestle, and they are both on it. They're both on it. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. After I do this boxing match and I knock out Dylan Dennis, I'm going to get right back into it. And it says Logan Paul has confirmed, according to Ringside News exclusive report, that he is always booked for appearance after the Dylan Dennis fight. We also reported that Paul isn't for Crown Jewel next month. We'll wait and see when the Maverick will return to WWE television. And when do y'all make his return to WWE television? Will it be this month, next month, or even a month after, or even wait until next year in January and make a Royal Rumble return? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And I think he probably will show up next month, but it'll probably be after Crown Jewel, because if they don't have nothing planned for him for the Saudi Arabia Premium Live event, then they're probably gonna wait until afterwards, because like there's no point of putting plans for him on there if they don't have nobody have nobody for him to fight on the event. And what do you think? And who do you think when he makes his return, who's going to be in the program with next? And do you think he's going to deliver like he's been doing with the likes of Ricochet, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns? Y'all let me know down below about that as well. But next up, we got some Undertaker news now. The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels share a heartwarming reunion backstage at WWE NXT. And it says, according to this article, the dead man was fixtured of WWE television for over 30 years. He finally retired at Survivor Series 2020, but has made sporadic appearances since then. He shocked fans with his appearance on NXT last night, and now now the company has uploaded a video of the dead man and Shawn Michaels reuniting backstage. And as seen on this week's episode of NXT, The Undertaker made his shocking return on WWE television for the first time in several months, following the main event where he took out Braun Breaker. WWE's official Instagram account uploaded a video of the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels reuniting backstage. They were clearly happy to see each other as they embraced and had a light chat. But yeah, what do you think about this news, like of the Undertaker reuniting? And yeah, I talked about the Undertaker making the shocking return, is on-screen television, WWE television return in over months. Yeah, and then he helped took down Braun Breaker to and for the aid of Carmelo Hayes when he started brutalizing and mugging the poor former NXT champion. And do you think he's gonna make a in-ring return, or do you think he's gonna remain retired, or is he gonna be in some kind of an on-screen angle as a manager for the next wrestler who's like has a supernatural gimmick? Since unfortunately he can't do nothing like that with the likes of Bray Wyatt, because he sadly passed away 2 months ago. And once again, I want to send my deepest condolences to him and his family and his friends at this sad and heartbreaking time. Rest in peace to Wyndham Rotunda. And let's move. And what do you think about this reuniting embrace from the dead man? Yeah, just comment down below. But anyways, this is where we had some Tiffany Stratton news. Tiffany Stratton attracts big attention as future's significant player in WWE. And it says, according to this article from Ringside News, it says WWE has a few members of the NXT roster who are primed and ready to do big things in the company. Although she was my bad. I need my reading glasses right now. She was defeated for the NXT Women's title. Tiffany Stratton isn't done yet, and she's also in line to become a big deal on the main roster eventually. And it says right here, Tiffany Stratton gained prominence in recent months, winning the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Battleground 2020 in 2023 this year. Of course, she had And it says right here she had a successful title run and engaged in a rivalry with Becky Lynch. Not unfortunately, ultimately losing the championship to the former Raw Women's Champion in the course of the feud. She made appearances on WWE's Raw and even Payback last month. While speaking with Fox News Digital, Paul Heyman stated that Tiffany Stratton is a star who, if she keeps going on her current tra- traje- trajectory, if she continues her trajectory, or was it? Oh yeah, trajectory, she will be a major player for the company. He also compared her to other main event female stars like likes of Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. He said Tiffany Stratton is someone that Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair in the main roster. Women better keep their eyes on 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 keep her eyes on, because she's another one who, if she continues on this path, is going to be a significant player in the future of this industry, and leading the industry into the future. And what do you think about this comment from Paul Heyman? Do you agree, or do you think she needs more developing before she gets stepped up into the big leagues? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. But I agree, like, she's like the next main eventer of WrestleMania. She's gonna be ending up just like a Charlotte Flair, a Rhea Ripley, a Bianca Belair, and much more. Like all those women who main evented WrestleManias from the past couple of years. And I think she's gonna be the next upcoming woman that's gonna do so, whether if it be in this coming year or even the year after that. I think she's going to main event WrestleMania for a women's championship of her choosing. Like, she wins the Royal Rumble match, and she'll face either whoever's the women's world champion or the WWE Women's Championship at that time, and possibly win it and be a bigger deal. And everybody's going to be recognizing her. All the WWE fans, like the casual fans, the old school fans, and the internet fans, like, probably will notice her as a star. But that'll be then, and we're probably gonna learn more about her, like as we go forward. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about what's Tiffany Stratton's future in the WWE is into the comment section down below. And I hope I'm doing a pretty good job so far by analyzing the wrestling news on this wrestling article right now. And if you think that I am, then leave a comment and compliment my work as a journalist. I would love to hear that. But if not, then just tell me how I should do it, and even give me a few pointers on it, if y'all an expert, of course. But anyways, let's move on to more news now. It says right here, Tiffany Stratton. No, already said that. Let's see right here. And it said we got some viewership news of the Tuesday Night War now. It says WWE's NXT viewership is in for 10 out of 10 episode against AEW. And it says right here, this week's episode of NXT got tons of attention from the company. They brought more star power than some premium live events receiving after all. And it says AEW moved their Dynamite to Tuesdays this week, and that competition was thick in the air. And he said, but how did the viewership turn out? And it says right here, well, sports TV ratings right here, according to the sports TV ratings, that the reports that the October 10th episode of NXT brought an overnight viewership of 921,000 views, with a 30 with a point 30 in the 18 to 40 demographic. And then also says right here, this week's episode of NXT include a ton of announcements and special appearances. The likes of John Cena and Paul Heyman were around for the main event match. Also, Solo Sikoa and LA Knight showed up as big surprises. The Undertaker shocked the WWE Universe when he showed up in the final moments of the show to take out Braun Breaker. Also, Asuka was able to keep her incredible undefeated streak in NXT when she faced Roxanne Perez. But unfortunately for AEW, on here they say the October 3rd, not AEW, I mean NXT, but I'll say unfortunately, but it beat last week's viewership with the October 3rd episode of NXT brought in an overnight rage of 857,000 viewers in a point 22 in the 18 to 40 demographic. And it says right here, this was the fallout after No Mercy. In the September episode of and in September 26th episode of NXT brought an overnight of 636,000 viewers with a 0.18 in the 18 to 49 demographic. That episode certainly put a few finishing touches to the No Mercy event. The September 19th episode of WWE NXT brought in the overnight viewership of 824,000 views. They also scored a 0.24 in the 18 to 49 demo. WWE has been able to achieve big objective with NXT viewers on the unswinging and bringing massive episodes like they did for October 10th will only go to help things more of them. And what do you think about? And what you thought about NXT were winning the viewership? And what do you think about NXT winning the viewership on the last night's Tuesday Night War? And do you think that they're finally ready to compete with All Elite Wrestling and possibly go back to Wednesdays? Or do you think it'd be better to stay on Tuesdays because for the fact that they're doing very well on that day, and also we have more of wrestling exclusively from like I'll say 4 out of the 5 days out of the weekdays, and I'll say about 5 days out of the whole 7 days a week of professional wrestling. Y'all let me know down in the comment section down below what y'all think. And I think that they're ready for them, but I think they should stay on Tuesdays because it'd be more exclusive professional wrestling. And both WWE and AEW are killing it on their shows. And when they have a story on their shows, they're absolutely telling it by just putting out bringing the show and giving what the fans want to see into the storylines. At least the casual fans, of course. But anyways, let's move on to the next news. We have some Dolph Ziggler news now, as Dolph Ziggler's first public appearance after WWE release revealed, and it says right here, Dolph Ziggler was one of the highlights of WWE, but was released from the company last month, shocking people all over the world, while his professional wrestling status remains uncertain. His first public appearance, though, after his WWE release has been confirmed. As of last month, several of WWE's superstars, including Dolph Ziggler, were released from the company following Endeavor's acquisition. acquisition. A few of those stars would benefit AEW, and many fans feel Ziggler is one of them, as reports suggest AEW has an interest of the show off. Ziggler's brother, not after all, Ziggler's brother Ryan Nemeth is took to Twitter and announced that he and his brother Nick Nemeth, his real name, will be doing their first comedy tour since Ziggler's release. The tour is called Hunkamania, and it will begin on November 24th. And it says right here, Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler, and his brother Ryan Nemeth, Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth, comedy wrestlers surprise guests. The Nemeth brothers holiday tour first date announced. And it says right here, Dolph Ziggler has also topped AEW's wish list for new signings. Regardless, Dolph Ziggler will keep himself busy with his comedy tours until he decides where he will go next, and fans have accepted that fact. And it says, and it's been announced that it'll be November 24th that they're gonna start their holiday comedy tour. Hopefully, they do successful on that. And then his brother, Dolph Ziggler's brother, Ryan Nemeth, my apology, is on AEW, and then I hope they do successful. And then if I hear they're gonna be touring in my hometown, like where I'm at, like, or even if I travel myself, because I'm probably gonna be doing that very shortly, and then possibly gonna be probably gonna be going at wrestling events and even probably big events like WrestleMania. But I might know about next year's though. But anyways, I'm thinking about trying to go for big premium live events. Got probably be attendance of watching the show, and then even doing the SNA podcast out in the outside of the building that they have the event at, and have everybody joining me as the special guest of what they thought about the pay-per-view event. But for now, I'm gonna be doing it right here on my webcam into my family members' houses. And anyways, what do you think? And most importantly, I'll try to go through one of their comedy tours, like if I have a chance to. Like the last time, I was like, I did saw Dolph Ziggler in person, but it was at a live event house show like last October. Like I said, it was a Sunday Night Stunner event, and he teamed with Nikki ASH to take on the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, which he successfully got the win, hitting the most devastating move in all sports entertainment, the surprise roll up. But what's next? Do you think he's going to join AEW with his brother Ryan Nemeth, or do you think he's going to take a break of professional wrestling or go to another company? Y'all let me know down in the comment section down below. But let's move on to the next news. Excuse me, Grand PC.
You want to ride to the store with me?
It's okay if I stay here for now.
Okay.
Thank you very much, though. Yeah, thanks for asking. Appreciate that. But anyways, WWE rushed original plans for the Judgment Day stable. And it says right here, according to this article, the Judgment Day captured fans' interest thanks to the unbelievable heat that Dominic Mysterio gets and so much more. Rhea Ripley is a breakout star for the faction, as well as she carries the WWE Women's World title. And it says right here there was much different plans for the stable when they started things. And it says right here started things. It says right here it all started with Edge, which now know he's going by his real name in AEW as Adam Copeland, and Damian Priest were the original first members of the Judgment Day stable. Then Finn Balor joined, and they quickly kicked Edge out of the kick Edge to the curb. It it turns out that this was not the original plan at all. And talk and according to Adam Copeland himself being the special guest of on to Talk is Jericho recently, or Jericho on Jericho's podcast Talk is Jericho recently had Adam Copeland onto the show for an interview. During that discussion, the Rated R Superstar revealed that WWE actually pushed plans for Judgment Day considerably, and fans saw that transpired on television, saying, "When we were doing the Judgment Day, the plans was that Finn Balor joins about a year later. That they all turn on me. Well, then I got to Hell in a Cell, and it was like no, we're changing everything, and we are speeding up that that year long process, I should say, and he's joining tomorrow and turning and turning and turning tomorrow, and it was just a starting. It was a starting to find some legs, but it was going to be swimming upstream with me, and it it really was. I started to have the realization. And he also say it's like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They're I don't think they're gonna get where they need to get to with me in this thing and people know the real story, and that was an instance where I did try and flip everything, change change it all overnight, cut my hair off, change the music, and start coming out in a suit, and coming out in suits, make that a plural. I tried changing everything, and I realized that at this stage it's not what they want. At at least for me, they wanted to be able to cheer for this guy that they didn't get for 9 years. And then also, the Rated R Superstar said about the Judgment Day is going still going strong, and they are one of the most powerful forces in the company. Obviously, there 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 are a lot of stories to tell, but you never know what can happen in WWE. And it says right here, Finn Balor and Damian Priest just lost the undisputed tag team titles at the WWE Fastlane Premium Live event to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. We will have to see how they process from this point. But Priest still going strong as Senior Money in the Bank. And what do you think was next for the Judgment Day? Y'all let me know down in the comments below about that. And what do you thought about this confession about Finn Balor wasn't supposed to be the latest member of the Judgment Day until the following year, but WWE wanted to speed things up with him being on the faction, which that's probably the greatest idea they have ever done because they've been the most top successful heel faction in WWE as of late, like next to the Bloodline, of course, at least the top Raw heel faction in WWE right now. And what do you think? How they're doing? Like with them being former tag team champions, and then Dirty Dom's the two-time North American champion, Rhea Ripley's the reigning defending women's world champion. Do you think they're doing very successful as a faction, or do you think that they can do better than this? Y'all let me know straight down in the comment section down below. We're gonna think of, and we'll see what's gonna happen next with this with these quartet guys, and maybe quintet if JD Madonna gets his way. But that's a story for another day, or for another news story, of course. But yeah, what y'all think? And what do you think about this somewhat of a shocking twist? And also Finn Balor still was going to face Edge, but that still happened, but it wasn't like any supremacy for Finn Balor becoming the new member of the Judgment Day. But yeah, we saw the match. Edge won, and then now he left WWE recently and joined All Elite Wrestling as he's in programming with his best friend Christian Cage and Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, his two little minions. Well, one little and one big minion, as he's Adam Copeland. And what do you think? And what do you think about the Judgment Day and Edge in general too? I would love to hear that from you guys in the comments below, down in the comments below. And we're going to move on to the next news. We are going to talk about, we got some Jade Cargill news now, as Jade Cargill back at the Performance Center after NXT appearance. And it says right here, WWE signed Jade Cargill to a contract. She will undoubtedly become one of the biggest stars in the WWE women's division. Cargill has already made her presence felt twice in the span of a week, with her most recent appearance being at last night's WWE NXT. NXT, and it says right here, Cargill is now already back at the WWE Performance Center following her NXT appearance. And it says right here, Jade Cargill made her WWE debut at the WWE Fastlane Premium Live event, and that made fans wonder if she would appear on more WWE shows. That's exactly what happened, as the former AEW star appeared during last night's episode of NXT, where she was greeted in the parking lot by Shawn Michaels. According to reports by PW Insider, Jade Cargill is already back in the WWE Performance Center and training in order to hone her in-ring skills before making her debut in the squared circle. Jade Cargill is back at the WWE Performance Center training today, PW Insider stated, and it says Ringside News exclusively reported that Jade Cargill was slated to be at WWE's Raw and SmackDown this week. Only time will tell when Jade Cargill will finally make her in-ring debut, as fans are excited to see how WWE will book her after she is ready. And what do you think when she's going to make her squared circle debut in WWE? Will it be on Raw? Will it be on NXT? Will it be on SmackDown? Only time will tell. That remains to be seen. But let me know in the comment section down below. I still think that she probably will make her in-ring debut on the Red brand on Monday Night Raw, taking on Rhea Ripley, even though it's probably way too soon for a title opportunity and fighting over for the Women's World Championship. But I believe this will be the best way of showing what star she could be in the future, and this will absolutely benefits her of getting the opportunity of a lifetime of taking on one of WWE's women's championship, one of WWE's women's championships, of course. But yeah, y'all let me know what brand she's gonna be on for the time being if she ever makes her in-ring debut down in the comments below. But we're gonna move on to the next news now, as it says, according to this WWE news, it says WWE superstar accuses The Undertaker of stealing from him after surprise NXT appearance. And it says right here, The Undertaker showed up during the closing moments of WWE NXT, and that was a big surprise. It was also a bit of a shock for Baron Corbin. My bad. It was a big of a shock for Baron Corbin because he accused the Undertaker, or which the article said, the WWE Hall of Famer, of stealing from him after that big October 10th appearance. And it says right here, a WWE star accuses The Undertaker of stealing from him at the Dead Man's notable appearance of NXT. Of course, The Undertaker had his American Badass persona way long before NXT was ever a thing. But the actual bike he used this week was called into questions on a night filled with prominent figures. The Undertaker, arguably the most significant of them all, closed the show by confronting Braun Breaker. That result in a chokeslam spot that got everyone talking. And it says before NXT aired on TV commercials for the show, indicated Taker's appearance by playing his signature gong sound, I should say, gong sound effect at the end. However, the Taker who appeared was his American Badass version. And it says right here on characteristic of the American Badass. According to the characteristic of the American Badass persona, his motorcycle entrance, which interestingly had been seen recently during another wrestler's entrance on NXT programming, namely Baron Corbin. Corbin arrived on a motorcycle for his match against Braun Breaker at the NXT No Mercy Premium Live event. Corbin was quick to respond on X to call Taker out. He was like, is that my bike? damn you, Taker. We will have to see when the Undertaker shows up on WWE NXT again, or any WWE television show for the matter. He keeps his appearances minimal at this point, but he also seemed to have a ton of fun on NXT this week. And it says right here, Baron Corbin will get a chance to battle Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title. He must beat Dijak and Carmelo Hayes in a triple threat No More Contenders match next week to earn that opportunity. Odds are the Undertaker will be paying close attention to how that match turns out. And here's the image of this post on X, I should say, formerly known as Twitter. And I'm gonna give you enough time to read the whole entire post. And if you need some more time, I'm gonna pause the video so you can see more of it and try to read it. So I'll give you more time. But yeah, what do you think about Baron Corbin's take of the Undertaker recently driving his motorcycle on confronting Braun Breaker a week after Baron Corbin recently done that with his match against the same guy he just chokeslammed last night at No Mercy, which he beat him at No Mercy. We beat him at the Premium Live event. And do you think that Baron Corbin is going to win the No More Contenders match? And I might think that will happen, but it'll be some kind of shenanigans that's going to cost Carmelo Hayes his opportunity to be an NXT champion for that expense, of course. And we're gonna probably see Baron Corbin take advantage and then become the new number one contender for the NXT title. But who's your pick for this for next Tuesday's number one contenders match, and why? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And do you think the Undertaker's gonna be watching? Let me know. And this is gonna be some kind of a programming with the Dead Man taking on the former Lone Wolf and 2019 King of the Ring winner. Only time will tell. And like the Undertaker said on a post before, never say never. That's what they always say in professional wrestling. You can't doubt anything at that point. But anyways, I'll say he's talking about he's copying off him. He technically is, especially doing that. And he did it. And then he coincidentally did it in confronting the former NXT champion of Braun Breaker. And also I also recapped this, but I didn't realize until on this article, Baron Corbin pointed that out by taking to X to point that out that he did it first. And then I was like, talking about copying off somebody, like you kind of copy off of the Undertaker before when he used to wear a tank top and some pants that looked similar to the Undertaker and had long locks of hair, and like when he used to be in the Lone Wolf. I don't think like he probably copying off the Undertaker trying to be the next Dead Man, which I don't think he should be copying off the Undertaker just to be a star. But okay, let's move on to the news now. We got some Rock news now, as it says right here, according to this article. It says The Rock. We got some Rock news now. As he provides an update after criticism over Maui wildfire support, and it says right here, according to this article, The Rock has done a lot of good in the world, but sometimes controversies comes with those good deeds. Now he is providing an update after a controversy was sparked when he wanted to help after After a terrible tragedy, Dwayne Johnson and Oprah Winfrey received strong criticism for the public in early September when they requested donations from the public to in these in, impacted by the Maui wildfires, despite processing a combined net worth exceeding $2.8 billion. The Rock released a video on Instagram where where he addressed the current state of his Maui wildfire relief fund. He said also he also included a lengthy caption as an update as well. He said, "I'm so grateful and moved by all the messages I'm receiving out of Maui from the survivors of the devastating wildfire who are now getting their personal funding from the People's Fund of Maui." And he said, "The strength of our people of Maui is beautiful and inspiring, watching families and community come together after this tragedy in an inspirational and I'm proud of our polymesium polymesi, pol, polymesium people. Thank you to everyone who has helped by sending resources, love, and prayers to all people affected by the fires and loving May Mahal Mal Mahal Hello Malhala Malhalo and respect to our OG cultural leaders, our local community organization, and all our first responders and every people who come together to help our people. And to everyone in my social media community right here, our connections is everything because we only know how to be real with each other. You is that you always tell me the trust, good and bad. Not the trust. To me, the truth, good or bad, I'll always appreciate and protect that straight talk between us. Where you have my word to always listen, learn, growth, and to be better. And he said, "I've never laughed a fund, not launched. I'm not laughed launched. I never launched a funded. I never launched a fund before. Trust me, I'm a quick study. I'm a quick study and learn my lessons fast." He said, and it also says The Rock has a lot of eyes on him, and everything he does is monitored under a microscope. And some people have been very critical of The Rock. Most recent memory, Val Venus, who claims Dwayne Johnson sold his soul to the devil, and he's like, and where, and then he said, and then it's just sold to the devil, which I don't think he ever did. If he did, will be way too much of a star than he already is. Like, he'll be everywhere. He'll be he'll be in most advertisement than Snoop Dogg ever been. But anyways, he's a, and this is where also The Rock says into this message right here, saying we're hoping for the best when it comes to all wildfire victims. Sadly, this kind of thing happened, but there are people who are there to lend support. Hopefully, The Rock's, and then he said, hopefully, The Rock's contribution can do a lot of good. And here's a post on Instagram about his funding with Maui. I'm trying to do the best as I can to put it up close. And if you need plenty of time to read it, I'll hold it up for the next 5 seconds. And if you need some time to read more of it, I would recommend you to pause the video. But yeah, here's where the posties start talking about the fundings. But what do you think about? And what do you think about the some people criticizing The Rock for supporting Maui and doing this funding and then doing it with Oprah Winfrey? And do you think he's doing the right thing, or do you think he's doing it at a time where it's not the time to do it? Y'all let me know down in the comment section down below. But I think he's doing the right thing. Like whether Maui deserves it or not, I think the funding he's doing successful, and he has a donation funding of $2.8 billion. Like, come on, like this, like he's doing very successful. I think that's enough money to get Maui to back where they was, or even have a better life than have a better life before this traumatic wildfire that occurred into their that occurred to the in the city of Hawaii, of course, I should say. Yeah, before this wildfire occurred, like I think this would do plenty of families and communities. This will have communities and families be in a better predicament than they were before. That's my opinion on it, and I think he should continue doing that and showing that he's a better person. Whether everybody thinks that he's sold his soul to the devil or he's doing this is a horrible idea because whatever reasons that being, but like enough criticizing and if you help more, maybe you will understand why the people's champ is doing this, because this is the right thing to do, and then you're gonna have a great time in the long run once you do it this way. But I'm gonna let y'all decide, y'all YouTubers and y'all viewers, YouTubers, and everybody in the wrestling community, to decide on y'all's opinion about what about The Rock's donation to Maui, the former WWE champion's donation to Maui, and into the comment section down below. I'll love to hear that from you guys. And let's move on to the next news, which is okay. We got a couple more news before the video's over. We got next up we got first trailer for the Icon Claw. Icon Claw promises a gut wrenching experience. And then according to this article, the first trailer of the Iron Claw promises a gut wrenching experience. And it says right here, the Iron Claw, according to this article, it says the Iron Claw is a film about the rise and fall of the legendary Von Erich family. And it says who made a huge impact on the sport of professional wrestling in the 1960s. The title of the movie is based on Von Erich's finishing hold. Finishing hold. The first trailer for the film finally dropped, and it promises a gut-wrenching experience for fans. The film is set to star Zac Efron, who will play Kevin Von Erich in the movie. But besides uh, uh, besides Zac Efron, the film will feature the likes of pro wrestling legend Ric Flair and other professional wrestlers ahead ahead of the films released in 20 this year. This year, A24 released the the first official trailer for the film, and it showcases Zac Efron and the rest of the cast in a in a wide variety of situations. They also showed a lot of wrestling in the trailer, something that fans will appreciate. Naturally, there was a lot of emotion under under undertone in the trailer, and fans can't wait for it. And it says right here, MJF's role was also confirmed in the upcoming film. The film is also set to release on December 22nd of this year in 2023. So it remains to be seen whether the film will turn out to be a memorable one. And what do you think about this movie about the Von Erich family? And and then Efron's going to play the role as the leading wrestler of the family of the Von Erich brothers, Kevin Von Erich. And they also said Ric Flair's going to also be in the movie, and MJF, which I would say I would love to see this movie. Whenever I have a chance to, hopefully it's going to be in theaters, because I'll probably save up some money to go 5 Hour Tuesday and see the movie this Tuesday. But what do y'all think? Are you going to see the new Iron Claw movie, or do you think it's not for you? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. And how much do you think, how much tickets they're going to sell in theaters when it comes out at this December? Would love to hear that into y'all's opinions down in the comment section down below as well. And I believe it's going to deliver somehow, and it's gonna lead the wrestling world into a whole new level. And then even the pop culture fans and entertainment fans are gonna start watching wrestling more and more often. Like, if they probably watch movies like this, and then they discover AEW, WWE, like, and then they're gonna be huge wrestling fans from then there too. And it's gonna take the wrestling world into a whole new level, lead it to a whole new level, of course. But what y'all guys' opinions about this matter? Y'all let me know down in the comments below on how do you think the movie's gonna be. I think it's gonna do really great, and I'm gonna look forward to watching this movie as a wrestling fan, of course, because I've been a wrestling fan since I was a small baby. Yeah. When I seen my brother was watching WWE in the Ruthless Aggression era, and that's how I want to watch this too. And I started watching this for a little while, and then I continued to watch it in the modern PG era. Even though my brother got tired of it, he's like, it's not like the Ruthless Aggression era. I'm not gonna watch it much, like, unless you're watching it, because it's your tradition to watch it more weekly and frequently, and then he respects me of doing so, because he also heard from me that I have some wrestling YouTube homies that talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling and wrestling news and wrestling reviews, like on the weekly shows of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW Dynamite, Rampage, even, and Collision. But yeah, this is gonna be great for us wrestling fans to look forward to watching, and including MJF playing the role as the fake family member of the Von Erich family. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next news story, which is Tony Khan bust out crab dance. Is a bust out crab dance as birthday celebration after AEW Dynamite went off the air. And it says right here, AEW President Tony Khan truly loves the world of professional wrestling as much as we do, of course. And no one can doubt that about him. He also loves goofing around during shows, and unsurprisingly, he busted out the crab dance after AEW Dynamite as a part of the birthday celebration. And in AEW Dynamite and WWE's NXT rant shows at the same time this week, as this was the first time they went head to head over a year. Obviously, of course, it was a big night for both companies. To make it even more special for Tony Khan, it was his 41st birthday. Tuesday night, after the AEW Rampage tapings, Tony Khan celebrates his birthday by busting out the crab dance with Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli. Naturally, everyone was having a great time throughout the event. Fans was also spotted watching NXT at a VIP suit during AEW Dynamite. Regarding Tony Khan had a great time that's all that matters to him right now. That's all that matters to him right now. I should reread. But anyways, if I was at that AEW event, I sure would have been watching NXT while watching AEW Dynamite and the taping of Rampage on last night's Dynamite, which they were in Cable Dama Arena. But I'll be doing the same thing if I was the fans, going on my phone watching NXT, if not my laptop. But I think that would make it too obvious. So I would have watched it on my phone. They'll watch the NXT event while watching the AEW Dynamite event. But I got to watch it on both me and my mom's laptop at the same time on our YouTube TV streaming service, of course. Like, we were watching it straight from YouTube on the YouTube TV streaming service on our subscription. Like, I was watching it on my YouTube Google account while I was watching AEW Dynamite on my laptop on my YouTube TV Google account while I was watching NXT on my mama's laptop because she wasn't using it. She was like, how about put this on, because she was helping my grandfather making dinner. And then she was like, yeah, how about we watch both NXT and AEW at the same time, which me and my mom and my grandfather was watching at the same time. He's like, and Grandpa was noticing, he was cracking up. He was telling his lady friend on the phone this, like, saying like my grandson's watching wrestling, yeah, grandson's watching wrestling on both him and his mama's laptop on the internet, like on YouTube TV. And then, yeah. And it was a great time, like watching wrestling on the Tuesday Night War event, but anyways, I want to wish a 41st happy birthday, and I cannot believe he's 20 years older than me. Like, the owner of AEW, one of my favorite wrestling shows, is 20 years older than me, and he just recently turned 41, like a day or two ago, according to this article. Now I want to wish him a late happy birthday. My apologies. I did not know it was your birthday. I totally forgot. And also, and for those who watched the AEW off the air and during the tapings, after the tapings of AEW Rampage, what do y'all thought about this from the CEO or the president of All Elite Wrestling, of being on the fun side of himself, doing the breaking down, busting some moves into a crab dance with the two members of the Blackpool Combat Club, a.k.a. Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear that from you guys. I bet that everybody had a great time. Like according to this article, like they said that the fans in attendance of AEW Dynamite and Rampage had a splendid time watching the show, and especially a little treat of a little dark segment of a breakout dance routine. But anyways, we got some more Undertaker news as him and Carmelo Hayes performed the iconic pose after NXT concluded off the air. Or concludes off the air. This is where the Dead Man was a fixture of WWE television for over 30 years. He finally retired at Survivor Series in 2020, of course, once again, but he has made a sporadic appearance since then. He also made his shocking appearance on NXT this week, and he then created his iconic pose with Carmelo Hayes. As seen on this week's episode of NXT, Carmelo Hayes squared off against Braun Breaker in the main event of the show. Hayes would win the match and then get beaten up by Braun Breaker. The Undertaker then made his shocking return on WWE television for the first time in several months. He confronted Braun Breaker, who claims he was the only badass in WWE. He hit him with a massive chokeslam on Breaker, and then helped Carmelo Hayes back onto his feet. Following the conclusion of this week's episode of NXT, the Undertaker and Carmelo Hayes celebrated in the ring and would then do the Phenom's iconic pose to send the crowd home happy. This was truly a great moment, and fans enjoyed every minute of it. And what do you thought about and for those who watched, what do you thought of Carmelo Hayes and the Undertaker doing the pose together, like in a tributing moment, I should say? And do you think the Undertaker's gonna make another appearance? In the upcoming weeks from now in WWE? Like I said earlier. And what y'all think about it? Y'all let me know about y'all's opinions down in the comment section down below. And yeah. And here's a picture of it with the Undertaker doing the pose with Carmelo Hayes that he do every time he leaves the arena. And I hope y'all get a clear image of it on this video. And I'm going to give you 5 extra seconds like I always do when I show you a post on my phone. And what do you think about this? And what do you think about the Undertaker? Like, I'm going to give you 5 seconds extra to show you. And then if you need some extra time to see more, I recommend you to pause the video to read it. But yeah, what y'all think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. What else we got from Ringside News? I believe that is it for now. Or no, wait, we got some, I'll say 2 more news now. Is we got Bianca Belair eyeing return to WWE SmackDown. News now, like as the EST, Bianca Belair was on her way to a heel turn, but then she took a break from WWE. That being said, the EST of WWE is preparing for a return. Bianca Belair's 1 year tenure of Raw as Raw Women's Champion ended about 2 months ago. 2 months ago at WWE Night of Champions when she defended the title against Asuka as Asuka emerged as the victor. WWE subsequently arranged a triple threat match at SummerSlam involving Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. Although Bianca reclaimed the title, her championship reign was short-lived as Io Sky cashed in on her in the Money in the Bank briefcase to become the new champion. While speaking to rolling out, Bianca Belair was asked when she will make a return to WWE. She replied, "That will be hope. That will hopefully be back on SmackDown soon." She also stated, "Hopefully, I'll be back on SmackDown sometime soon in the coming future. We got me, yeah, we got me and my husband. We have we have a Hulu show coming out, a reality series. So be on the lookout for that. Just just a lot of exciting things for the future." Ringside News exclusively reported that WWE has plans in place for Bianca Belair return to television. That being said, she is obviously ready for that day to come. Bianca Belair has been active on social media since her WWE hiatus, starting starting she hiatus starting. She binged watched some television, and she is also considering another venture. The EST of WWE may just write children's book while she's taking a break from the ring. And it says right here, we'll we'll have to see what's next for Bianca Belair, but she will probably return to WWE with a lot of motivation to reclaim that title once again. That this rate, if she uh, waits a little bit longer, Bianca Belair could be in line for a Royal Rumble return. And what do you think about that? Do you think that she's gonna make a return at the Royal Rumble, or is it gonna be anytime soon? Like it could be this month, next month, or even December. But if she can wait, until 3 months from now at the fourth biggest pay per view of the year, then I would say she could. But I think she's gonna show up anytime. But I don't think she's gonna go after for a championship. This could possibly be a heel turn, and she's gonna probably be feuding with Zelina Vega, being added as the female member of Bobby Lashley's faction, and I think they're gonna add more groups to their faction. We're probably gonna have a Carmelo Hayes. We're probably gonna have a Trick Williams, and then they're gonna be added to the group. We're gonna have them. We're gonna have it's gonna be Rey Mysterio. It'll be Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wild, Santos Escobar, and Carlito and Zelina Vega and it'll be Zelina Vega against Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and and uh and Bianca Belair and Carmelo Hayes and either Trick Williams or even the rumored rumored Odyssey Jones. If that's only if Carmelo Hayes is no longer teaming with his boy Trick, and he's probably gonna stay on NXT if they do some kind of a loser leaves brand match. Like if plans go south with them being the Team Trick Mello game. But yeah, that depends on if Carmelo Hayes is gonna get his shot in the main roster. But that's in the future from now. But I think that's what Bianca Belair's going to, and she's going to be out of the title picture until next year. And she's going to face probably whoever's going to be the WWE Women's Champion as the top heel, like she was as the top face. But this time, we're going to see if she could be a successful champion as a heel. But that'll be in the future. What do y'all think about this? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. And tell me when she's going to make her actual return. And let me know about your predictions and theories down in the comments below. Let's move on to the final news now, as Trish Stratus explains what it would take to make WWE return, or say Trish Stratus. We got some Trish Stratus news now, as Trish Stratus explains what it would take for her to make WWE return, saying according to this article, Trish Stratus returns to the company, saw her take a part in a feud, interesting matches, part in a few matches, and in a few interesting matches. She never had the time to be in this time around. That she never had an opportunity to take a part in before. Now, the big question remains on if she will return. The WWE drafted Trish Stratus to the Raw brand during the 2023 WWE Draft. She is still enlisted as a Raw superstar, so all signs point to her coming back eventually. That being said, she has a few conditions during a Q&A at the big Texas Comic-Con event. The WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus explained what it would take for me to come back for another run with WWE. It would have to check all the creative boxes for her to be interested. By saying, but again, I've been asked by people here, are you coming back? Do you want to do another run? But this is the thing. I'm like, the boxes it has to check. One is the creative. What is the creative? What am I going to come back and do? Is it going to check? Is it going to check these boxes? So I always turn it back to people and go. I might go back, but who should I face? Tell me. I want to know. And what do you think about this response from the WWE Hall of Famer and former six-time women's, no, I don't say six times, maybe she is, but the former multi-time WWE Women's Champion. Do you think she's coming back, or do you think she had her final run by feuding with the big-time Bex and now the current NXT Women's Champion, Becky Lynch? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And I think she will make her return back, because for the fact that she still is listed as a Raw superstar, of course. But do you think it's a mistake error for WWE to keep it on there, or do you think that WWE kept it on there for a good reason? Like, they might still have some more plans for her if Trish Stratus is interested, and if she is interested, and if she is coming back for another run, who should she face in WWE? and why and what reason why she should face this particular women's wrestler. Y'all let me know also about that in the comment section down below. And this is going to be the end of my video. In my news video, of course, like of the SNA podcast episode 68 of the wrestling news video, which is of my wrestling video, which is the wrestling news, like part 14. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell notification bell so you can be uploaded for my next upcoming video. And please watch more of my podcast content on this channel at Super Ninja Austin 213. And also, I'm gonna do another wrestling news video, same time, maybe earlier tomorrow on the usual Thursday wrestling news video. It will be the 69th episode of the SNA podcast, and it will be part 15 of the. It'll be part 15 of the wrestling news video, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And then tomorrow I'll be looking on to the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that y'all need to know from the wrestling article from Sportskeeda. But yeah, this is gonna be my first time doing a back-to-back, like 2 days in a row doing wrestling news videos. Thanks to AEW moving their show one time on Tuesdays because of the playoffs being on all day today. But what y'all thought about that, and what y'all thought about my video? Hope y'all like it. Comment down below if you did. And until next time, which is tomorrow, of course, I've been your host, Super Ninja Austin. This was the latest edition of the SNA podcast. And I'll see you there for the 69th episode, part 15 of the Wrestling News podcast. See you then. But in the meantime, y'all have a great Wednesday, and see you less than 24 hours from now. In the meantime, Super Ninja Austin, the assassin, is out for the day.